Hi, my name is Jefferson Macias for Singularity Healthcare Solutions. Did you know that 38% of the time that practitioners actually use when interacting with their patients is not spent on their patients, but actually writing up charts for their patients? Did you know that 35% of all operating costs can directly be attributed to communication activities between practitioners and their patients? That medical records are actually inaccurate 30% of the time. Volumes are becoming unmanageable, and patients are becoming frustrated. This is where Singularity Healthcare Systems can help. What is Singularity? Singularity is a medical software design company that specializes in creating solutions for medical practitioners and patients. I'm Jefferson Macias, and I'm the CEO of Singularity. Kian Garway is our CFO, Rolf Lawrenson is our COO, and Taylor Link is our Chief Marketing Officer and Chief Development Officer. What is the EHR market? Well, during this presentation, there's going to be 60,000 babies born in the United States of America. 244 babies will be born in China. 351 babies will be born in India. The market is becoming global. The opportunities are endless. So what exactly is EHR? EHR stands for Electronic Healthcare Record. It enables less paperwork, better decisions, lower costs, and overall better care, because everything is done electronically as opposed to the traditional pen and paper charting that you see in so many practitioners today. Why EHR? Well, size doesn't matter. Most EHR companies market only to large practitioners because that's where all of the big charges are. We don't ignore the small practitioners. In fact, we think there's a niche out there for our customers. Our niche is for all the practitioners that may be single, that can't afford millions and millions of dollars in costs. Our EHR, all medical practitioners want enhanced usability, accuracy, and most importantly, their patients are demanding it. Not is this only just a government problem anymore. It's a problem that needs to be solved for all medical practitioners. We are here to find that particular solution for those particular consumers. So what makes our proposition unique? Well, like I said before, we don't just target large corporations. We target small to medium-sized practitioners. We also target patients too, because we feel that healthcare is holistic, and the value proposition that we add is holistic healthcare using electronic solutions in our software. The three main principles of our solutions: we empower both the practitioners and the patients. Our software is easy to use. One of the things we found over time in our research is that medical practitioners just don't like using a lot of the enterprise resource applications out there. And then we also are affordable, and that is where we really provide a tremendous amount of value. So what are some of the features of empowerment and simplicity? Well, it's easy to use. Our software is designed around the user. It's functional. Our stuff is not a point-click activity. We have very quick tabbing, entering, saving, and moving forward. It's automatic and it's visual, so it's not just a bunch of terms and data for doctors and for their staff. It's very visual, and of course it's very, very easy to use. It's compatible with other enterprise resource software. So it's not just a standalone. It works with many of the other applications today. It works with the internet. It works with other applications we use as a medical company. So is it affordable? Yes, it's extremely affordable. Why is it affordable? There is an upfront cost, but I think where our solution really helps is we eliminate a lot of the waste that goes on in a medical practice, and it eliminates a lot of the challenges and extra salaries you have to use. So it's affordable because it eliminates transcription costs. It eliminates constant office chart pulls. Prescription refill generation can be done with a stroke of a hand. Extra coding time reduces savings. Our solution is holistic. The laboratory interface savings. Our referrals processing includes savings. and importantly, you don't need as many people when you have an automated system. So here's an example of a direct cost analysis that we've done. So the total benefits with all of these different affordability activities is about $390,000 for a practitioner. Remember, this is a small practitioner, so this can be a significant amount of savings because a significant amount of their costs are going into generating these records over and over, talking to people, wasting opportunity cost. Your expenses, to run the software is under $50,000 a year for a small to medium-sized practitioner. Therefore, your net benefits are almost $350,000. This is in cost avoidance, this is in processing, this is in general activities that happen day to day. And the net benefits to the provider themselves averages out to about $85,764. Very, very attractive. And that's why we feel we can go off and sell this to different practitioners. It's affordable, the benefits are very high, and it satisfies all the needs and wants of those particular practitioners. This is an example of cost savings. So this is a prescription refill alone. This is the generation. So average time, generally takes 15 minutes, and you multiply that by the different people on your staff, your nurses, the people calling in, your medical assistants, potentially your PA that you're paying to help drive a lot of those really simplistic refills. Well, your total time of prescribing is amplified by the amount of prescriptions per week. So we're taking an average clinic, it's about 400 on average for a small one, and the total time savings is going to be about 4,160 hours per year, and that generates about $70,720. That is a good salary for a pretty highly paid medical assistant. So this alone can help you save money, and this is really important in this economy nowadays, which is why we feel this will be very attractive to some of the smaller companies that we're going to go after. We also have patient portals. This is where we talk about the holistic medical design. So not only are we allowing practitioners to have access to information, but it's really great and attractive for them because we also have patients being able to access information. We have a web-based connection, patient to the office. We can answer specific healthcare questions about that. There's automatic appointment scheduling. I already pointed out before how there's advantage to prescription refills. It goes two ways. There's an interface in and an interface out. There's secure password protected email. This is encrypted email. This is something a lot of people don't think about, but your medical information is extremely important, way too important to have just regular emails floating around. Our system encompasses password protected messaging that's encrypted. Really important. We are compliant with HIPAA regulations, which allows you to tap into the money from the Affordable Health Care Act. We have self-view and printing of electronic medical records. We also have an education center that people can access, not only to get input from your doctors, but to tap into what potentially is ailing you. And I think this is important because the customers can trust this. It's not just somebody on the internet talking. This is actually recommended by the doctor. The doctors can configure it to how they want to do it, and the patients can then access it. We also have empowered security from McAfee, which is a well-known security company. And the security, like I had before, it just goes beyond your emails. Your information, you want to make sure it's secure. You don't want it to fall in the hands of government. You don't want it to fall in the hands of telemarketers. You don't want to fall in the hands of people who want to do some potentially bad things with it. This is something that's going to be important for the future, important for customers, and important for doctors' patients. We offer this solution. So, with all these good things we're going to offer our prospective clients, and what are we asking for and why are we asking for it? We're asking for $7 million to start up. This is a very, very capital intensive business. We need to go off and develop the software we need a little bit better and get our startup going. It's going to cost about $2.251 million. This is also going to include consulting in the industry to help us get started. We need that consulting to help us, get what we need to get in front of our customers, and this person is going to help give us the technical and tactical expertise to enable us to execute what we think is really great software. Our operational costs throughout the year, which includes salaries, which includes commissions, which includes our marketing costs. That's gonna cost us about $2.2 million to get this going. And our research and development, which is continually staying abreast of the latest trends in the industry, also making sure that we're paying our engineers to go off and do some research as well, work with others in the industry to develop the best possible solutions going forward, because it's not just about getting one solution, it's also about getting solutions going forward, over time. So the total funds we're asking for is $7 million. Now our break even we feel is very, very reasonable and very easy to achieve. Our fixed costs are about $810,000. We do have variable costs, in the $7 million. This is based on 3 years. Our unit selling price is about $21,950. That's about 300% lower than the industry average. But it still only takes us 118 software units at $21,950 to get a break-even unit. Everything after that, we're looking at 25 to 30% payback on capital, and while just keeping enough for us to pay back the money that we've put in, and also retain a little bit of profit to make sure that we're funded for the future. We feel that we will break even pretty simplistically somewhere around year 1.5. So our exit strategy, we plan to grow this company significantly. The four of us have put a lot of time and effort into this, and we put patents out there for our software. We feel that we're positioned well in our target markets because they're underserved. We feel that there's a niche. We feel that it's not just a niche, though. It's something that could potentially grow into something much larger because of the ease of use, because of the affordability. We do feel that we could take this public at some point, which would be a further payback to investors. However, we also feel another avenue is our business, because of the model, will be very attractive to Fortune 500 tech companies. Microsoft has shown some interest in what we're doing, also General Electric. So based on our ability to be successful in the market, which we feel we will be successful in this highly dynamic market, we feel that we can go off and potentially either IPO or be very attractive for a large buyout in the future. So that's my business plan presentation. Again, my name is Jefferson Macias. Thank you very much for listening, and have a good day.